Learners. This is Habiba with UGC NET Paper 2 Education Unit 3 Learner and Learning Process with the subtopic Personality Definitions. Let's start the introduction with the definition given by Muirhead. Personality is the whole individual considered as a whole. It may be defined as the most characteristic integration of an individual structure, modes of interest, attitudes, behavior, and capacities. Personality is the whole man. His inherited aptitudes and capacities, all his past learning, the synthesis of these factors into characteristic behavior patterns, his ideals, values. Educational psychology studies human behavior. That means human behavior in education, that is educational psychology. Behavior is the manifestation. The manner in which a person's behavior shows the kind of personality he possesses, and in it, every school takes a profound interest in the development of the personality. In fact, the whole purpose, the sole aim of education in the school is to bring about the desired development of the child's personality. Obviously, why the parents send the children to the school? Because they want some desired personality from those children when they come out of the school. As profession, in any profession they go in, they enhance their personality by learning new things in the schools. Then adequate and proper development reinforces the individual's capacities and his potentiality. Obviously, whatever is required for the development of the individual, to bring about the capacities inherent in them, to bring it out, this schools help those individuals or those children to bring those innate abilities and qualities out as great personalities. Now, what is personality? Personality as a term indicates various senses. The first and the most used sense is social, obviously pertaining to society, which means his effectiveness. In the society, the personality enhances as effective as possible. Individual is able to elicit operative reactions from a second sense, considers personality of an individual to consist of the most outstanding or salient impression that he or she creates in others, such as aggressive personality, fearful personality, submissive personality, put them into biosocial, biophysical, and omnibus category of definitions. Now let's understand following are the characteristics of these areas. First one is biosocial. What is biosocial now? Social stimulus value. That is whatever stimulus, whatever provokes in the society. In the society, we watch things and we take some values from the society. That is biosocial. Then comes second one, biophysical. What is biophysical? That is characteristics or qualities of the person. Whatever qualities, physically what qualities we have, that also includes in a personality. The third one is omnibus. That is, omni means present, everything. All the things included in omnibus. That is everything about individual. Maybe adjustment, individual aspect of behavior, essence of human conditions. Alport has rightly said, personality is what a man really is. Obviously, whatever the personality, man or woman, human being rather we can say, whatever actually that person is, that is personality. Next, let's understand meaning of the term personality. This innocent and simple question has been answered visually. Different psychologists, though all of them agree that the whole word has evolved from the Latin word, that is persona. The meaning of the word persona is a mask. That means every individual has different expressions, different things in their face, which can be changed according to the situation. Sometimes happy, sometimes fearful, sometimes angry, sometimes so calm and relaxed. So these all things included in a personality. In ancient days, personality was considered in terms of bodily structure, completion, mode of dress, etc. Only body structure and how they dressed, that was called as personality. And it was felt that the more a person could impress others by his or her external or manifest qualities, that means how we can impress others by dressing ourselves, which can attract others to watch you. The more powerful was the personality she or he was blessed with, they used to call. But the reality is that personality is not determined by a single factor. That is, looking by the dress, we cannot judge any person that he is such a kind of person. Numerous characters play a vital role in its formation. That means n number of things are included in one personality. The definition of personality has changed as psychology has evolved. According to Guilford, 4 factors influence personality, and it is due to them that personality is formed. The first one is social interaction. Obviously, how we interact with others in the society, that is social interaction. Some people regard personality as a product or result of social interaction. In their view, personality is the effect which one person has upon others. Obviously, we can take n number of personalities, like in the entertainment field, people follow those persons blindly because they feel they are the great personalities. The greater the extent of person's influence in society, the stronger and more powerful his personality assumed to be. That means how much they can influence others, that much stronger they are, that was called. So next one is second one, omnibus element. That means everywhere present, we can. So omni means, according to this school of thought, personality is held to be the sum total of various physical and mental activities. Both we can say, take the physical and also the mental activities. Associative psychologists propound the view that behavior is determined by the laws of association. That means association of bodily, physical and mental. This association, these psychologists has propounded how we behave. These two things, physical activity and also mental activity, together associatively they called as omnibus element. Then emphasis upon organization. That is, psychologists of this school believe that personality not the creation of any one element or force, but the organization of many elements. For example, in any organization, one person will not work. That means so many people together, one organization. The same way in personality also, so many elements together forms a personality. Then holistic view. That is, according to this theory, personality is the whole personality. That means holistic, whole personality we can take it as. Then Guilford has expressed the 4 determined factors of personality in the form of schools of thought. Also nowadays, the sociological school is in the ascending, and according to this, personality is the organization of all those qualities which determine the individual's status in the society. Thus, in their view, personality is interpreted in terms of social influence. How much people can influence socially, those people call this as a great personality. That is, organizer. Personality is one organization of all the qualities. Now let's understand the different definitions given by different psychologists. Some definitions of personality in the confidence that will establish clearly that personality is not the product of any one factor alone. Let's understand first a definition given by Alport. Personality is a dynamic organization. It is not a single entity, it's a dynamic, it's a very stronger thing. Then personality is dynamic organization within an individual of those psychophysical systems that determined his acquired dispositions. Whatever the person has acquired, those dispositions are called psychophysical systems, in which that is called personality. Then Valentine has given the definition as personality is a sum total of innate and acquired dispositions. Whatever we have already innately we are having, also we have acquired with the situation, that is called personality. The next definition given by Prince and Morton, Personality is a sum total of the biological innate dispositions, impulses, aptitudes, and instincts of the individual and the dispositions and tendencies experienced. So, personality is sum total. That means whatever biologically innate dispositions we have, the impulses, the behavior, the aptitude, the instincts that any individual has, whatever experience gained, all those things together is a personality. Now, what Boring says is personality is an individual's consistent adjustment to his environment. Obviously, any personality who can adjust themselves in the society becomes a great personality. Then comes N.L. Munt's definition. Personality may be defined as the most characteristic integration of an individual's structures, modes of behavior, interest, attitudes, capacities, abilities, and aptitudes. We have discussed it's not a single entity, so many traits together becomes a personality. Then Beeson says personality is the organization of a person's habits, attitudes, traits. It arises from the interplay of biological, social, and cultural factors. Obviously, how personality is enhanced because of all these qualities of maybe interacting with the society or cultural factors which are already inherited from the ancestors or the old traditions. So all these included organizations of person is called personality. Then C.V. Good says the total psychological and social reaction of an individual, the synthesis of subjective, emotional, and mental life, his behavior and his reactions to the environment or the individual trends of a person are connoted to a lesser degree by personality than by the term character. So these are all the definitions. Now analyzing these definitions, following are the conclusions. Number one, personality, the organization of psychophysical conditions of the individual. Environment influences the personality. It is the combination of innate and acquired tendencies of the individual. Personality is a unique adjustment with environment. It is the organization of structure and behavior of the individual. It includes all the aspects of individual's life. Now let's understand the characteristics of personality. On the basis of above definitions, it becomes very clear that the term personality has got certain important characteristics. They are: personality is always dynamic. Personality determines our thinking, reasoning, and actions. Then personality is both physical and psychological, outer and inner. Then personality has organized and integrated system. Then personality develops through social interaction. Then every personality has some uniqueness. Personality refers to the process of adjustment to our environment. Personality is self-conscious. Now, each letter of the term personality also indicates the various qualities of personality. Let's understand those. P, perception capacity. E, emotional maturity. R, responsiveness to situations. S, self-expression or sociability. O, organized, not permanent or flexible. A, appearance. L, leadership feeling. I, integrated. T, tendencies, impulses, dispositions, innate and acquired. Y, young, vital and unique. So these are the things related to personality. Let's conclude this topic. This shows that personality is the dynamically integrated, vital and unique organized system characterized by the perception capacity, emotional maturity, sociability, flexibility, appearance, leadership feelings, innate tendencies, impulses and dispositions, which is emerged result of interaction and results into unique behavior, thought and action. So let's evaluate ourselves with one or two questions here. Question number 1, the term personality refers to option A, the modes of behavior, option B, the various personality traits, option C, the physical and intellectual abilities, option D, the whole individual. Answer is option D, the whole individual. Next question, personality is a dynamic organization of traits. The statement was given by A. Eysenck, B. Alport, C. Murray, D. Valentine. The answer is option B. Alport. The next question, which of the following is or regarded as the component of behavioral identity of personality? Option A, thoughts, option B, feelings, option C, actions, option D, all of the above. The answer is option D, all of the above. So we come to the end of this session. Thanks for your attention and time. As motivation, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Happy learning.